Shalom, YouTube. I don't know if a lot of you are aware, but Busta Rhymes received a reward, right? An award for his lifetime achievement, right? So he got the Lifetime Achievement Award. And he made a speech, right? You know, and this is what he said. How do you expect the young G to listen to you? You still gotta look the part. You still gotta be the part. Because you don't want the young G to say, "Ayo, OG, you telling me how to do something, but it don't look like it worked for you no more." Then he goes, we looking good. A lot of us OGs is looking good. Then he gotta tuck the little, fix his chain, flex a little bit. Then he goes, it's important. We want you to pull up and we want to give you the information because when I needed it. And then he goes on about a man named Kane and how he stood in his crib, $1 million crib. They start talking about the money. And then it just went on about money. I would have thought that his speech would have been about, giving back to the community and using his wealth and the wealth of the OGs that's in the industry to help people. But instead, the message is, I gotta look good for the youngins. And I used to rock. I listened to Busta Rhymes music back in the day. When I was listening to all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Party is gone over here. That track was fire. Like, he got hits. He has hits. But once I started to understand about the music industry, how it's satanic and there's witchcraft in it, you know what I'm saying? When he made that speech, you would think that he was giving a message to the youth, the young audience that's watching him, and tell these people the truth and say, what he's not telling you is, hey, this is what he should have said. Hey guys, I got to this point because I sold out. I went to I joined the Illuminati. I do satanic rituals. I also participated in humiliation rituals. People who I loved and cared for, I had to do a sacrifice. They're not here with me anymore. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through certain doors. I was offered certain doors and I've seen some things. I worship Satan. I'm playing for the other team. You know what I'm saying? What we also like to do is we like to recruit young artists into our labels, and then we have them forcefully play for the other team, record it, you know what I'm saying? Blackmail them, and then they have to work for us, and then they got to get a certain amount of money, and then they're just a slave for us. And then we use these young artists that come up because they don't know the game, but we know the game. So we use these artists, and then when certain their music blows up, and when we have them make a certain amount of an album, then we sacrifice them, we set them up, we murder them, we get them in trouble. And then after we get them eliminated and after we murder them, then we kind of make a lot of money. We make more money off of a dead artist, actually, than while they were alive. We make more money, which is very interesting when you pay attention and open this up and open your brain and open your mind. Yeah, we make more money off a dead artist while they're now dead, while they didn't make that much while we were alive. So yeah, we hire young people. You know what I'm saying? They sign a contract in blood. You know what I'm saying? They half of them don't even read what the contract says. They just want to just jump in, but we know the game already. Then we blackmail them, and then after we sign them, they make some music off of us. Then they see certain struggles. We do a lot of things behind the scenes. We introduce them to a lot of things. We do things to them. They play for the other team. Their life is miserable like ours. They worship Satan. They got to do certain things. They got to sacrifice people now. They got to sacrifice. They got to drink blood. They got to go through things. You know what I'm saying? So they all of us, and including the young artists, what we do and what they do is not off of our free will. We are all slaves, and we have to read what we're told. We have to go to places that we are forced to go to and do things that we don't want to do, but we have no choice but to do it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is not what they're saying. And then we go to these orgy parties, and we, you know what I'm saying, just like the movie with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Eyes Wide Shut. If you see that movie, they literally exposed how those codes operate. But yeah, so we go to orgy mansion parties. We go to a lot of parties that's satanic, and we do a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And these artists, including myself, we sold ourselves for fame. And hey kids, I suggest if you want to join, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or make sure that you're an independent artist where you own your own copyrights, where you own your own thing, and don't give it to somebody else. Oh, and another thing is, if you want to get out, or if you tell our secrets, we will kill you. Or if you want some of your masters back, you know what I'm saying? If one day you want to get your masters, we won't let you do it. We'll murder you, and we'll find a way to make it look like a suicide, like we do with all of them, to make it look like it was drugs. We found you in a hotel. We make up stories because we also control the media, so we make up a lot of lies. These are things that these people should say, but they don't say that. And that's literally the truth. You know what I'm saying? Listen. And I'm over here going like this, like if I got a mic. I should get a mic so I could just start talking like this and make my videos. But listen, what you need to understand, I'm going to keep it like this. Listen, what you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that the industry is designed to get as much people to turn away from God as possible. Because the music industry is satanic, I'm telling you right now. So what the devil does is he needs puppets. He needs workers. That's what the industry does. They need workers. They need puppets. They need people. And they use people with a lot of influence. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who got a lot of views, a lot of people who follow these people who got influence, who has, you know what I'm saying, who can misguide and misuse, you know what I'm saying, misguide people into darkness. So, you know what I'm saying, all these people who blow up the way they blow up, you know why. You know what I'm saying? Listen, music now is all about demon time, killing, drugs, cheating, sex. And they be throwing up the signs. The satanic signs. You see the checkerboard. They're not telling you the stuff that goes behind the scene, but it's all realistic, man. This is all satanic. They do witchcraft in their music and they send it out. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta understand is these artists don't care about you. Everybody's over here like, oh, I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I praise this idol, I praise them, this and that, you know what I'm saying? So when I heard Busta Rhymes make that speech, you know what I'm saying, I was like, man, Busta, you know what I'm saying? You didn't even give not one positive thing to the youth. You just told them to just look good, and we look good, and it's all about money and wealth. You didn't say nothing about what goes on behind the industry. You didn't give people who are into music, who want to come up, you didn't tell them the real truth about the game. And the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that they don't know about. So when they sign that paper, when they sell out, and then when they start seeing the realness and the stuff that goes on, and they be like, I didn't sign up for this. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it's you can't back out. You can't get out now. Or when they lace in your, you know what I'm saying, when they in the studio with a whole bunch of people, when they lace and they roll something up for you, you don't even know who rolled what up, and you smoking it now, and you pass out, and next thing you know, there's a video of you, and something happened, you know what I'm saying? They put you in a jam, now you blackmailed. And this is what they do out here, yo. And then if you want to get more money, you have to do a sacrifice. Remember, when you worship Satan, you got to do a sacrifice. Satan requires a sacrifice. If it's not, it has to. If it's not, it has to be a human or an animal. And you're definitely going to have to play for the other team as well. And when you play for the other team and go through these doors, that's how you blow up the way you blow up. There's doors you have to go through. You know what I'm saying? Music is very powerful. And there is a lot of positive music out there. But there's also a lot of music that's very satanic because the industry is satanic. You just got to know, pray for discernment, and know who you're following, who you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, they use a lot of 808s in their drums and their music, you know what I'm saying? And 808s is low frequency, you know what I'm saying? So you want something that's positive, you want something that's high, you want the message as well in the music to be positive. You know what I'm saying? And music is very powerful, that you can have such a good day and you chilling right now, but the moment you put on a song and this song sounds so depressed, it's sad, and the music is very low, the beat is low, and they talking about drinking, smoking, heartbreaks, murder, demon time, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just sad. It's gonna do something. It's gonna bother your spirit, and you're cheerful, but you're coming across this music and now you like this. I'm telling you, man. Like when I used to listen to music that I listened to, you know what I'm saying, 90s, 2000s. I was listening to all the good music, you know what I'm saying? Especially a lot of underground, even artists who don't get the recognition. I'm a music head, so I had a lot of artists. Then I also was listening to a lot of individuals out there that the beat was fire, but the music made you want to smoke and made you want to drink. I was going through a certain period in my life. That's why I'm trying to let you know that music is powerful, to the point that I was looking at my bottles that I had at one point, just laid out from the drinking and the smoking, and I was like, this can't be life. What is going on here? You know what I'm saying? But like the music, the beat is fire, but the lyrics, it's the message, it's the words. If the words are dark, if it's eerie, satanic, demon time, murdering, killing, drugs, cheating, sex, it's gonna do things to your mind. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna want to drink and smoke to it. That's what happens. Music is powerful, and these people behind the scenes is doing witchcraft. They're doing magic. They're doing spells. So when I heard Busta Rhymes make that speech, I saw this and I was like, yo, you're really not saying nothing to the youth. And these people, the young generation now, is crazy what you see on TikTok, YouTube, on the shorts. You know what I'm saying? When you start coming across things, and it's like you don't even ask for it, but you just flicking, and then it pops up, right? So you see a young child and they doing certain dances, right? And then you going, why is this even being shown on TikTok? Or why is this even being shown on YouTube of this child looking the way this child is dressed and dancing a certain way? You know what I'm saying? Or you see certain kids next to their parents, and the child next to the parent is sticking up middle fingers, and then the music that they're dancing to and the music that's being played in the background is so vulgar and so explicit, and it's something that child shouldn't even be listening to, and it's just insane of what's going on. But music is powerful, and those are the things that Busta Rhymes should have at least said to the young youth. You know what I'm saying? When you stepped up on that stage and took your award and had that mic, all eyes was on you. So you had to make a positive message. But again, these artists that people idol, they don't care about you. It's all about marketing. Just like Billie Eilish. You know what I'm saying? Look, there's a lot of music that when you spin it backwards, it's gonna do things and it's gonna say things. For instance, just like Billie Eilish. There's a song she has. It's called "When the Party's Over," right? That song. It's called "When the Party's Over." If you look at that music video, a lot of her music is very dark, depressing. But you could straight off the rip, when you see this young woman, you could tell she sold out. The industry got her. And she has a lot of subliminal messages. She has a lot of symbolics on her music. So she lets you know which team she's playing with, which team she's on, which side she's on, and who she worships. Just like a lot of these artists do it in your face. So she has a song called "When the Party's Over," right? When the Party's Over. Listen to it reversed, because a lot of their music, when you do spin it backwards, it has messages. So when you spin that backwards, you can literally hear her say, "Kill it, kill it. Yes, hell yeah. I wish to tell him in hell. I walk in hell. Satan, I am Billie Eilish. I hope you listen up. Put your lips isn't help. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Yes, Satan, kill it." And then she goes again, "Kill it, kill it, kill it. Yes, Satan." That's when you play it reversed. And when you look at it reversed, when you're spinning it backwards, you got to look how eerie she looks anyway. Like, it's just demonic. But again, a lot of these artists have witchcraft, magic, and spells that they put in their music and they release it. So when you're listening to these songs, it makes you feel a certain way. when you listen to these musics of any kind. So if it's low frequency, low energy, you know what I'm saying? If it's just low, you're going to feel low, even if you don't want to feel low, but you're listening to it. You know what I'm saying? So music, there's a lot of righteous music out there. A lot of righteous artists out there who's coming out big, who's not even talking about the garbage that's being promoted now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but you know, a majority of these artists that be talking about demon time, the drugs and killing and the violence, the stuff that they spit and they talk in their music, a lot of them don't even live that life. They don't. Again, Satan needs his puppets. He needs people with an influence so these people can send out messages to the youth, the messages to people, so people can follow this and make them that listen to this do these things. But a lot of these artists and a lot of these people who say what they say in their songs don't live that. They don't live that life. Some of them even came from their parents are still together. And they weren't, so a lot of them didn't even come from the struggle. They already have their families together, their mommy and daddy is together, they married, they got a good life. Listen, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz, if you're not aware of this and didn't know, but Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz make money off gangsta rap. And they all went to college. But you need to understand, it's just marketing strategy. So you the viewers can empty your wallets so you can go into these places, do the drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's all marketing. It's all a marketing strategy. Just like Cardi B. Everybody's all, you know what I'm saying? Look at the young girls that listen to this music. That's another example about the artists that you listen to. They don't care about you. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but there was a video that Cardi B had, and her music was playing. And you know her music is vulgar, just like Megan Thee Stallion is vulgar. They be saying the wrong message, and you got these young girls listening to it and following these women, especially like Ice Spice. The media, the industry has their plants, their puppets to push things out for the women. But look at Cardi B, for example. She had a certain song of hers playing, and as soon as her daughter walked in, what did she do? When her daughter walked in, her own child, she turned her own music off. What is that saying? Hello, that's saying I'm not having my child listen to my music. My child is better than your child. I'm gonna have your kids. I'm gonna brainwash your kids with my music. I'm gonna let you listen to that music. I'm gonna let the young children come up to my music. If she turned her own music off so her daughter won't listen to it, and she clearly turned it off, you parents, you over here listening to this, and then you don't even know what your child is listening to on their thing, and they coming across Cardi B, and they listening to all her vulgar things, and now they getting things into their mind. This is an artist that people follow, and she turned her own music off so her own daughter will not hear it. But you got your daughters out here, your children listening to it, and your children is out here dressing a certain way and acting a certain way because of what they're hearing and what they're seeing, especially with these music videos that they do. It's all about imagery. It's all about the industry promoting what they promote to push agendas. Hello, but trust me, a lot of these artists, they don't live that life that they say that they do, and a lot of them don't. They don't, and a lot of them haven't been through the struggle. They have not. Majority of their parents are still together. They don't know what struggle is. Yes, you have some who do, then you have some who don't, but a lot of them, no. And there's a lot of exposure of that. And you got Mark chapter 8, verse 36 through 38. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? Or what will a man give in exchange for his soul? For whoever is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him the Son of Man also will be ashamed when he comes in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. Bro, spiritual warfare is real. This is all real. The music industry is satanic. You have a lot of artists out there who are independent. You know what I'm saying? They're not a puppet. They are smart, and they have their own. They are independent, and there are a lot of artists out there who are sending out positive messages, messages about the world, the realness of the world. You got a lot of Christian music, you know what I'm saying, right ones, not like Maverick City. You know what I'm saying? You gotta discernment. You gotta know who's who. But there are artists out there that are righteous, and the music is righteous. You know what I'm saying? And they speaking about, you know what I'm saying, stuff that's happening in this world. They talking about child trafficking. They're talking about politics. They're talking about children going missing. They're talking about the sacrifices. They're talking about Satan. They're talking about the industry. There are music out there. You just got to really do your research, and you got to search, because a lot of these artists that have these kind of music and they're all blowing up, a lot of people don't focus on that because, again, they're independent, they're underground, but you got righteous music. It's these kind of artists, you know what I'm saying? The Ice Spice, you know what I'm saying? It's those kind of artists the industry picks out because they got an influence. So they're pushing these people like Megan Thee Stallion, all these kind of artists, and listen to the music that is being promoted. It's garbage. I'm sorry to say, it's garbage. You know what I'm saying? And the people who listen to it, they act out on it, and it's brainwash, man. They brainwash you. Trust me, I'm a music head. So before I even found out, you know what I'm saying, certain music to listen to, a lot of the music, it does things to your mind. You start catching yourself living a certain way because of the music that you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? And it's true what they say, man. Music, your playlist, and what you have on your playlist defines exactly who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? So yes, music is very powerful, man. And I just would have, I wish that Busta Rhymes would have sent a better message to tell them the truth about what goes on in the industry, that satanic industry. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I let y'all know the truth, and other people who expose it. Don't join that satanic industry, yo. Don't. You know what I'm saying? You seen what the industry does to these artists. You see it for yourself. You see how clean and innocent people first come in, and then you see how the industry just chews and spits them out. You start seeing the change in these artists throughout the years, and you start seeing the abuse. You start seeing the traumas. The stuff that goes behind the scenes that they don't tell you about, ladies and gentlemen. Those rituals, a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. And the only way they're going to blow up is, you know what I'm saying, the way that they're going to blow up, the way how they blow up is because they have to continue to do sacrifices for Satan. Which is why they're doing all these, which is why these concerts now, there's a lot of things happening in these concerts. You remember at one point, concerts were calm. It was good. You went right back home, or you went to do whatever you did, but you had a good time back in the day with the concert. Now, the stuff with Satan, everything is just being exposed into the light because we in the last days, so everything is just coming to light. And the concerts now, they're showing you whose side they're on, what team they playing with. They're doing it in your face. Not only that, you're having more accidents now and more people dying in these concerts now than what you had back then. And you see it. And the sad thing is, people are still spiritually unaware of what's going on in this world. And even though things happened in certain concerts with certain artists, the sad thing is that these people, right, will still attend the next show. These people will still sit back and can't wait for the next album that they drop, knowing that there was sacrifices made and these people worship Satan, and they do it in your face to show you who's who, and I can't wait for the next project, or they blasting their music. It's wild, man. Y'all better get spiritual. There's a war for your soul. Man. Whew. I just had to make this message because I came across that video of Busta Rhymes Speech. You know what I'm saying? I was just scrolling, you know what I'm saying, through social media, scrolling, and then I came across his video and I heard what he was saying. And then I was like, okay, you know, you talking about the young youth, you know what I'm saying? The youngins, what they say. And I didn't really hear nothing positive that was given to the young youths. I didn't hear nothing, but the only thing I heard was, you know what I'm saying, about him looking good and just talking about money and millions. That's all they were talking about, money. But these artists don't talk about what they're doing for the community and how they're going to help people or how they're going to try to get them out or do things for people, because they don't care. They don't care about you, man. They don't. They don't care about you. In fact, they can't wait to find you and have them join their label and throw a whole booklet in front of you. And a lot of these people don't even read it, and they just sign their life away. And they can't wait for that. And pay attention and watch. And this never fails. An artist makes more money and an artist has more recognition when the artist sadly is dead and passes away mysteriously. But come on, we already know the games that they do. They make you have a certain amount of songs, right? And then they set you up. They don't need you no more. So a sacrifice was made because the artist, the OG, who knows the game already, he needs people. He needs souls. So these artists, they need to recruit more young artists. And a lot of these young people who just, they desperate to get out the hood. They desperate, and they're going to throw that paper in their face, right? And they're going to just sign it. You know what I'm saying? And then the sad thing is that they use these young people who so desperate to get out that they think their reward is, yeah, yo, you just joined us, good. And they open and give them a big chain that the company, you know what I'm saying, is putting around their neck. You know what I'm saying? But they're not realizing that the artists, they gotta make all this money back. They gotta make all the money back from the music videos, from wherever they're going. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? They gotta make a certain amount of money for these people. You ain't in there, you know what I'm saying, making your music video. You ain't in here blowing up and thinking every single dollar and every dime you're making off of popularity and people starting to know who you are with all this money that you're gonna get that. No, you have to pay. You have to pay people. A lot of these artists, I'm telling you, when you unplug from this matrix, nothing is real. Don't believe what you see, yo. Literally, don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you see, because a lot of it is a facade. It's all fake. These people who's living a certain life, they want to show you something, but it's fake. It's scripted, yo. Especially people in the industry and all that. They put people together. A lot of these people, they be having their own handlers. They put it together to have more publicity, for having more people to talk about them. And then they split them up and then they put them with another person. You know what I'm saying? They create drama. That's what they do. It's all scripted. It's all orchestrated, yo. Nothing is real. What you see, it's not real. And when you wake up from this matrix, this satanic matrix, when you wake up and unplug, you're going to see for yourself that none of this is real. Even the way how they're living and the stuff they're trying to present to you, their lifestyle, it's not real. It's fake. And this is all spiritual. And they already showing you it's spiritual. They worship Satan. They do things for Satan. You see the symbolics. You see what they do. So it's letting you know this is all spiritual, yo. This is spiritual. It's God, Yeshua, and it's Satan. Angels, demons, hell and heaven. That's it. This is what it's about. Where you go when you die, there's a war for your soul. Whether you want to believe it or not, there's a war for your soul. And where you go matters when you die. When you die. This is just flesh and blood. This is just flesh. Flesh, and inside is just blood. There's a spirit inside us, yo. And there are demons and there are spirits that are flying in this world, and they're controlling and using people and pushing agendas. You know what I'm saying? The fallen angels is out there. You know what I'm saying? This is all spiritual. Wake up. Stop getting distracted and stop idolizing these artists that, especially with their music, the way it's all low frequency, low energy, and it's not doing nothing. Stop idolizing these people because they don't care about you. They don't. Music industry, they don't care. It's all rigged. You know what I'm saying? Just look at how social media is now. Look at TikTok and look at YouTube when you scroll and scroll and scroll. Look how dumbed down society is getting. That's what they want. They don't want no thinkers, yo. They don't want people who's thinking, so they gotta push all of this stuff out here, man. Pay attention, especially you parents with children. Pay attention, not only for yourself, what you're listening to, because witchcraft is real. You're opening doors and portals with what you're listening to without realizing it. But listen, pay attention to what your little child is watching and what your kid is listening to. You know what I'm saying? Be a responsible parent. You know what I'm saying? Because Satan is out here trying to get your kids. He's you too, but they're attacking the kids. Kids are being sexualized. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? The kids are the targets. But you got to pay attention to what they're listening to and what they're watching. Because as innocent as they are, they might just listen to the beat, you know what I'm saying? Or they following things or they looking at things. And if they come across a music video and they seeing all these girls twerking or dancing and looking a certain way and the music is coming across them, just by you looking at them is doing things to their mind. And then they're going to want to dress how they want to dress that way. And then they're going to start catching certain slangs and talk a certain way how they're talking to make you sound more dumbed down. You know what I'm saying? I be hearing how certain people talk now and it's just like, man, just stay prayed up. Protect your children. Protect yourself, man. Stay with the Most High, Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual warfare is real. There's a war. You know what I'm saying? And don't believe everything that you see because this ain't real. None of this outside is real, y'all. Everything is scripted. Everything is orchestrated. When you unplug from this matrix, when you wake up, you're going to see for yourself how fake society is and how everything is not real. Everything around you is fake. Even when you go outside, when you see people, how they hang with each other. I mean, they're looking at you because the demon, they following your light. But you'll see for yourself how it's all scripted and it's all fake, yo. It's all fake. You're like the only one awake in this world. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, stay safe, stay prayed up. Yeah. To the next video.